Hi guys, hi, welcome back to the channel. And yes, I'm grateful that you are watching and I'm still getting the views, and we're growing, we're building this mansion, we're building this legacy. But before everything guys, I want to apologize for the very late post for the previous video, the Matetela part 2 part. That video was super late, and guys, I'm sorry. I didn't have technical issues. I had so much work from at work and my studies, so it was really hard to juggle them together. But now I have decreased some of the work somewhere, and now I have enough balance with my channel, my studies and work, so it's working out. And that is why I am going to be uploading videos every Wednesday, so you can look forward to seeing my video every week. Every Wednesday my videos will be uploaded for you guys to see and keep up with what's happening in my life and what's happening around my environment. So guys, today I am going to talk about how to keep going. You know, life can be hard, can be really hard, and sometimes you look at everything that's happening like, but how can I keep going while everything literally is falling apart, you know? So I have jotted down some tips that got me through the difficult times that I've had in my life, which those times were, I think the time where I could say what language is that, or I think Kisizulu, how about uwile, not Sizulu, Kisizulu, like uwile or uwile, meaning you have dropped from the standard that you had to now lower there, you're not making it. And for me, that was in 2018 when I had to and when I did not go back to school for the whole year, and really I had to figure out my life. But in that figuring out of my life, I had to accept that I'm not in varsity, which is where I am. I've always been an academic, and now I was not in varsity. In high school I was always excelling. I went to varsity, which is what's expected from everyone who is performing in high school, that you'll go to varsity, and when you go to varsity you'll pass and you'll graduate and you'll get a job, which is not everyone else's reality. So it was not my reality too. So I want to tell you guys how I was able to pick myself up and get back to the grind. So firstly, when I dropped out, I had to make a decision with myself before I even told my parents that I'm dropping law, that I am dropping law. This is the decision I made. I was like, I'm dropping law because I am not coping and I'm not happy with it, and I am not expanding as who I am, and I'm just not happy with the environment, so I'm dropping law. The decision that I'm making today was, yes, I'm dropping law, but I am not going to be the lowest paid amongst my friends, because with law we know that lawyers are paid well, we know that. But I told myself, well, I'm going to work hard, so hard that I'm not going to be the lowest paid amongst my friends. And yes, we're all still working on our careers, and I am actually the most independent amongst my friends, but that could be up for debate. So this is what's happening. This is how I did it. So I dropped out, went back home, and was out, down and out. So this is how I did it. I then, as I was sitting down at home, I'll just make food for my grandmom, clean the house, cook. Everyone comes back from work and school, sit with them, you know. That's when I started having my own creativities to say. That's when I designed my skirt, I designed my top, I designed a skirt, another skirt, a jean skirt. because that's where you get to really sit down with yourself, think, and your creativity really oozes out of you. So this is what I would say you can do, because, well, it worked for me. If it works for to me, it could work for someone, even if it's one person out there, but it would have worked for someone. So what I did was planning my life. Like, you're in the dark, but you are planning on how are you gonna get out of this dark, and how are you going to make it out of the dark, you know? Because I had to say, okay, for me to get out of this darkness is for me to get a job. When I get a job, I'm going to be able to be aware of what's happening out there. Why is the camera so blurry? My camera is so blurry, guys. Can I cut it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, now it's fine. I had to say, okay, when I get out of this darkness, how am I going to be how am I going to stay out of the dark? Okay, my camera, there's something wrong with the camera. It keeps on getting really shady on me. I don't know why. Because it's not cutting. Okay, that's fine. So I told myself that I have to stay out of the dark. If I come out of this dark, I have to stay out of it. I can't go back and be in the dark again. I can't. I have had my share of being in the dark. That's it. So I had to plan, well, okay, for me to get out of this darkness is for me to get a job. While getting a job, be stable at that job, work super hard, and if possible, be permanent there, get a place to stay, work hard, get your YouTube channel working, go out there, live your life. That was it, guys. So it could be a week's thing. I had to plan it like in a long-term way, so that I could see my steps ticking and ticking and ticking. So, and the other thing is, when I'm home, I stay indoors. Like, I don't interact with the rest of the world. I think that's one thing that also got me kind of more in the dark, because I wouldn't want anyone to know, although it's really impossible for people not to know that you're not on campus anymore, because you are not there. They will see that you're not there. Your friends are there without you, so they will have a question of, where is she? We're writing a test, she's not there. Where is she? Did she get F7? Did she fail? Did she drop out? You know? So what I did was to plan in a lengthy way, because, well, that's how I could do. So after I got the job, so I applied online and got the job. And what I had to do was, the job was not yet permanent. So I worked super hard, because I got a summer job at a mall. So I had to work extra hard to say, maybe they can keep me on a permanent basis, because I had applied, but a lot of varsities were saying no, no, no. So I thought, okay, maybe I'm taking another year off my studies. So I was like, okay, sharp, get and work at this shop and sort out my life, probably get my channel going while I'm taking another year off my studies. And after that, I got permanent at the job. When I immediately got permanent, I was like, okay, this is where I then get a place to stay and move out of home. So this is the thing, when you get a job, it's not really clear if you will stay at that job for the longest time. And if you have a place you're renting, you need a stable job so that you can be really stable and afford everything. So I took that risk to say, okay, let's say this job ends, but I will see there. So it's about also taking risks. You need to take risks, because when you're not taking risks, that means you're in your comfortable zone. And if you're there, then you're less likely to experience things out there, because the minute you take a leap of faith is sometimes the moment some doors open so wide and you're like, I didn't know I could do this, I didn't know I could do this. And really, what made me know that my channel and the way I wanted to go won't work out is knowing my lifestyle when I'm home. When I'm home, I'm very, very I'm a very introvert person. Like, I literally go nowhere. I'm even lazy to go to the tuck shop. So I knew it was not gonna work. I need to interact with a lot of people. So I need to be in my own space for me to interact with people, for me to think about, okay, I think I wanna go somewhere and vlog about that place. Jump, I go. When I'm off, jump, I go. But when I'm home, I tend to think slowly and be more enclosed to myself. Say, you know what? I don't know what causes that, but that's how I am when I'm home. So I had to take that risk to say, okay, Sharp, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna move out. And my mom was not impressed with that because she wanted me to go back, because she was aware that UNISA had taken me, and she was like, okay, this is the chance, Lesedi, take it and run with it. Like, don't let anything disturb you in terms of your studies. And if you keep working, you're gonna have less time with your studies. Like, you know, just stay home and we'll support you. And I was very, very happy with the support, but it was not the support that I needed, the direction. I had other things in my mind to say, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. And me staying home was going to interject with that. So I was like, I can't do that. So my mom was really unhappy. So leaving home while your parents are not happy is never a good thing, but sometimes those are the things that we need to do to get to certain positions in life. And I got to the point that, okay, I'll just make sure that I keep contact. I build a relationship with my mom despite where I am. It was hard for both of us, but we built it. Now we're best friends. So you need to take risks sometimes and see where it takes you, because really I feel like every breakthrough is behind a risk taken. Like, you need to take that risk, guys. It's scary. I won't say it's a risk you just take and go. No, guys, it's super scary. You think about it, and sometimes you think and share with someone else. They tell you, yes, you can do this, and then you talk to someone else, they're like, yo, but be aware of this and this and that. And now you sit on your own and you're thinking, am I really ready to do this? Will I cope? Will it work? What if this, what if that, what if that? But at the end of the day, take the risk. And if it doesn't work out, you have nothing to lose. Rather than if you had not taken the risk and you don't know how it would have turned out. So guys, when you take that risk and you see things unfolding, remember to give yourself a pat on the shoulder. When I moved here, I literally had to pay rent, and I had to save with December and Jan's salary. I was on a saving. I saved. So I moved here. Like, the minute when I moved and everything was in here, I was like, tick, you did it, girl. And then I bought a table. Tick, you did it, girl. And then you buy a microwave. Tick, like, give yourself a pat on the shoulder. Remember to keep on appreciating yourself before someone else has come and say, wow, congratulations. Say to yourself, congratulations, this is what you wanted to do and you did it. And you'll see how happy and more empowered you'll be. And with every achievement I have, I always give myself a pat on the shoulder, because counting my achievements so far is that, yes, I opened my YouTube channel. I moved out of home this year. I got myself into varsity. I registered myself. I moved all by myself, and then I managed with my hard work from high school to get a bursary, and I am keeping it until this far. Those are big things that I've done for myself this year. And if you don't count those things and reminisce them during the day, even when things are not going well, just remind yourself, I did this, I am great, I'm a great person, I am capable of doing amazing things. Then you keep on going and nothing will get you down. I think I've already said this, counting of things that you need to do. So guys, with all of this, remember that it's important to check your environment. From where I am right now, I have friends that are now less of friends, because you need to check how people around you benefit you. I have people on my phone that I used to talk to, but I don't talk to anymore, because how are they benefiting me as a person, as someone who's growing? You need to check who you surround yourself with, how you present yourself to people. And I'm not saying be Msamaria. No, you are on earth. You are not to be an angel. You don't owe anyone to be an angel. But really check your environment. Check people who cheer you on and what are they cheering you on. And really, another thing that will help you not to be derailed so far I've seen, is sticking to how you want people to treat you, because the way people will treat you is the way you treat yourself. So if you love yourself enough, you'll teach people to treat you with love and respect. You don't need to love me now. No. But when you love yourself, you know what makes you uncomfortable. You know what makes you comfortable. Stick to that. If it makes you comfortable, let it not be done. Because those are the simple things that will build on, and as they build on, they are lowering your self-esteem. And be careful of that, because as you go out there in the world, you need your self-esteem to be high. You need your confidence to be high. And people who are dropping your self-esteem, you need to be away from such people. Before you can be important to anyone else in the world, you are important to yourself. Give yourself a pat on the shoulder. Make goals. It could be weekly goals, monthly goals, year goals. Make those goals, and as you achieve them, give yourself a pat on the shoulder. Reward yourself. And when you don't make it the way you want to make it, you make a goal. Go back and check what made me not to get to that goal the way I wanted, and next time do it 10 times better. 10 times. And there will be doors out there. Looking at my academic record, I was not supposed to be getting this this bursary that I'm studying under, but because I worked hard in matric, they looked at my matric results, I think. And also, guys, prayer, because I really believe it was grace, because I'll look at my results and be like, will I even get this bursary? But just taking those risks and having nothing to lose. I took the risk of applying and I had nothing to lose. I got the bursary. If I didn't get it, oh well, I tried. But had I not applied, I'll be thinking, maybe if I had applied, I would have got the bursary. So working hard now when no one sees and there's nothing promised will work for you in the future. It's just the way me working hard in matric worked for me, because really where I'm working, I could not really afford my studies. But because I have worked hard before, that hard work is paying now that my bursary looked at my results and voila. So guys, love yourselves, be patient and kind to yourself, and the rest will fall into place. Thank you guys for joining me on this video. Hope you liked it, and subscribe, leave your comment, and guys, please help me. I want a name for this channel. You know how other vloggers will be like, what up fam, like those names. I want a name for this channel. I've been I feel like I'm struggling with a name that would accommodate women, men, young, old, international, local, everything. So I'm trying to get that name. So guys, please help me on the comments. Give me that name, please. If you have something, remember the channel is about everything. So if you have something that you think it will be relevant to the channel, if you're not sure how the channel is about, what the channel is about, go back to the first video. You will see. And it's a very open platform for any and every discussion. So that, just help me guys, I need that name. But anyway guys, please stay subscribed and tell your friend to tell that friend to subscribe.